Good morning. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance on this fine, drippy Tuesday. I was thinking about, as I looked out the window, I can't really see a lot yet because it's pretty dark, but the neighbor has his porch light on, so I can see that the pavement is wet. And I saw, good morning, Beth. Glad you're here. Welcome. I saw it was 36 degrees. It's a heat wave, people. It is a heat wave. So this weather reminds me of my grandfather, my maternal grandfather. On his way to the barn, he would sing, "It was a misty, moisty morning." And it very clearly is today, a misty, moisty morning. We'll see what happens. If it stays this way all day, it may wipe out the snow. We shall see. And it was a very pretty snow, this last one. So we'll see. It ebbs and flows, right? So we'll give it a minute here for everyone to pop on, our practical rebels for the day. And we have a cool card today, a really cool card. Those of you who've seen the title are probably going, what the hell does that mean? Good morning to whomever else has just popped on. I see we now have two here. Yes, January thaw. Here we are. Here we are. And the kids walking to school yesterday. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you're here. There was everything. Good morning, Ruth Ann. Thank you for the sunshine. There were kids in shorts. There were kids in flip-flops. There were kids in winter coats with gloves and hats. Good morning, Nancy. Welcome. So, yeah, it ran the gamut. It ran the gamut. And I kind of smiled because I'm like, you do you, guys. You do you. Whatever. You know, I'd be out there with the mittens and the glove, or the hat and the whole enchilada. But, yeah, not everybody. So, again, cool card today, really cool card today, because we've been getting a whole lot of cards that are referencing the shift from things being really, really, really hard and moving into a place where we begin to see some daylight. So one of my favorite psychics posted a little something yesterday, and she said she thought the first quarter was going to look pretty darn rocky, but she thought that much would come out in the wash by the time we get to April, May, etc. So we shall see. Good morning, Joe Neal. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. I have a cool meeting today that I'm excited about. We get to decide how we're going to spend some grant funds that we received in our efforts to move forth with unusual kinds of housing, including pocket neighborhoods. So I'm excited to meet and get that accomplished. So what else is going on? It's just a busy, busy week. I have a lot of meetings. So we'll see. We'll see. Good morning, Abigail. Ooh, that's a pretty array. I like your choice of hearts and, as always, the rainbow. Very nice. Very nice. So let me see which order I want to do this in. I think we'll do the card first, and then we'll review our divine right timing and divine right order statements. Just keep them fresh in our minds. So let's begin some tapping. This jacket is very thick around the collar. It's got a very elaborate collar, and hard to even feel the tapping through it. And some breath. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Hold at the top. Out through the mouth. Feeling your shoulders drop. Feeling yourself ground into Mother Earth, our beautiful Mother Earth, our beleaguered Mother Earth, and hopefully much of what's being threatened against her does not come to pass. So we'll just keep sending good energy to our beautiful Mother Earth for healing and recovery from all the stupid shit we've done thus far. But our card for today, Oracle of Edek, this just keeps popping up. And I kind of think one of the reasons this keeps popping up is the universe has a sense that we all need a little humor right now, and that we can move things much further ahead if we're a little more lighthearted. Yes, some things are pretty darn dire, but when we are in a state of possibility, which laughter and joy gives us, we can accomplish a whole lot more. So the Oracle of E, Pam Grout and Colette Barron Reed. And it's a cheeky card today. Hairball. Our card for today is Hairball. So let us see what it has to say. And again, these are just little bitty readings, but they pack a wallop. They pack a wallop. So again, I want you to open your intuitive ears, hear what it is that you need to hear from this, take it to heart, and run with it. Hairball. Uh-oh. Small little tangle. No big deal. Last thing you want to do is get your knickers in a knot. It will all smooth out as soon as you stop. Take a big deep breath. Let's do that. Let it go. And realize it's time to hand it off to the universe. The dude, capital D, again, I'm more for a non-gendered higher power, but they go for the dude. The dude to the rescue. Move aside. Move aside. How often does that happen? That if we, and sometimes it's not by our choice. So if I think back over the years, there have been so many times that things have been a hot mess. And I'm frantically trying to figure out how to fix them. Fix them. And then something else jumps off. And the first thing kind of goes by the wayside. When I finally get back to it, it's already resolved itself. How many of you, raise a hand, have had that experience? Sometimes the more we worry something, the more entrenched it gets. When we let go, when we say, okay, Spirit, I have no idea what to do with this hot mess, throw me a bone. Give it some time, and oftentimes a solution that you hadn't even considered pops up. Or the situation resolves itself on its own. It really, to be blunt, it really doesn't need us mucking around in there. So how able are you, how ready, willing, and able are you to step back from something that's dogging you, that's giving you problems? And we had this on a card recently. Let me grab that card and remind you. Oh, first, we got to start with Ganesh, our beautiful overcomer of obstacles, right? And this card, with the cute little bee at the top, was patience. Wish they sold that at Walmart. I could buy a whole lot then. Anyway, if you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust that every need will be met. Often change soon follows. Yes, dig out your God box. Put it in a prominent place. That is so helpful. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar, because we have had some new folks lately, let me demonstrate. It can be anything. It can be an old Kleenex box that has nothing left in it. I use this jar. You can see all the little pieces of paper in there, right? On every little piece of paper is something I was fretting about. Do I even remember what's in here? No. Like 4 times a year, I'll go through and clean out what's in my God box just to make room. And it's a very, what do I want to say? Humbling. I'm going to say humbling time when I go through there, because it's like, yeah, this is done. This is taken care of. This is resolved. Oh, this one needs to go back in. Well, this is done. This is done. This is up. This one needs to go back in. Some need a little more perk time. But once they're in the box, the jar, the Kleenex box, the whatever it is you're going to store them in, when you find yourself fretting about it again, you say, I've put it in the box. It's in there. It's already done. If you're really, really, really fretting about it, I mean, if it's mega anxiety, write it down again and stick it in there again. You can put it in there 10, 12 times. Doesn't matter. You're doing the release. You're letting it go. You're acknowledging, I don't know what to do with this, but I'm sure the universe does. I am sure the universe does. So, on that note, let's do our 4 statements from invoking divine right timing and divine right order. We can allow. First one, Repeat after me, if you will, out loud with enthusiasm. Today the divine will show me the way. I am open to all signs and messages. The perfect steps are already picked, and I am guided to them. Moving through the world, open to constant help, gets easier and easier with practice. And celebrate. Yay, us! It is that easy. It's that simple. It's not easy. It's simple. We are, my guess is, out of all of the creatures that have ever walked this earth, we are the ones that are prone to complicating things beyond measure. Animals keep stuff simple, right? Find food, mate, get old and die. There you go. Humans, on the other hand, far more complicated beings. Far more complicated beings. So let me read this again to you to really drill it in. Hairball. Uh-oh, small little tangle. Note the little. No big deal. Last thing you want to do is get your knickers in a knot, because then you have two problems. You have the problem itself, and you have your upset about the problem. You've doubled your problems right there. So it will all smooth out as soon as you stop, take a big deep breath, and realize it's time to hand it off to the universe. The dude to the rescue. Move aside. So, for today, I wish you greater and greater ability to hand things over, to let them go, to be curious about, I wonder how this will work out. Allowing. Let us practice together, shall we? Have an awesome Tuesday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.